So I have a dilemma for you guys today. What the fuck is a sandwich? Is it the structure, ingredients, or is it just the fact that it's in between two pieces of bread? One at the top and one at the bottom, or side to side, depending on your orientation, of course. So, what makes a sandwich a sandwich? Is a hot dog a sandwich? I mean, it's in between two pieces of bread, with the fucking fillings and condiments also being in there, right? So for it to be a sandwich, does it have to be engulfed in some form of grain or wheat? There's a lot of foods in the world that are held or surrounded by a type of wheat slash grainiest product, like burritos, tacos, and like naan bread. A lot of naan bread recipes is basically like you just fucking slap that shit on the naan bread. If you were to fold a pizza, folding a pizza, is it like a sandwich? Are calzones basically just like pre-folded sandwiches in pizza form? It's a lot to think about. I know I'm asking questions that will surely divide and cause infighting in the bread community, but I feel though it's my duty to ask these questions in order to further our collective understanding as a species. And look, I don't like to get political, but are ice cream cones also sandwiches? I'm spitting about the part where you have ice cream in between the cones. Actually, fuck that. The entire cone, pre-eating, is a sandwich. I mean, you still include the bits of meat and lettuce that splurge out as part of the sandwich, right? So why wouldn't you also hold the ice cream in that same light? Burgers. Okay, burgers are basically just bigger fucking sandwiches, and you can't disargue with that, okay? It's literally just a bigger sandwich. Seriously, what's the structural difference between a grilled cheese sandwich and a cheeseburger? But okay. Listen, I know there's gonna be a lot of fucking cynics and shit saying like, yes, they're similar, but they're distinct qualities that separate them from one another. Okay, dude, I don't care. Okay, I understand that. The reason that the English language has these distinctions is so that you don't confuse the fucking concept of a burger with that of a sandwich. Okay, I understand that. But dude, a lot of shit is sandwiches. Fried chicken's a sandwich. It's literally engulfed in between bread. Batter or like flour and milk. That's what that fucking is. Okay, look, sure, I don't fully understand the semantics of it, but don't get on my case. I'm a fucking sandwich expert, not a fried chicken expert. Is mac and cheese a sandwich? If you put bread crumbs on the bottom and the top, is mac and cheese a cereal if you have too much milk? Or because it's a wheat-based product, submerged in milk, or is it just a soup? Because broth is basically just meat slash vegetable water, right? And milk comes from an animal, so couldn't it just count as a broth and therefore make cereal a soup? Okay. Alright. Sorry, I got a bit sidetracked. Let me bring it back to a second ago. Okay. Grain. Okay, so grain. Is anything between two pieces of grain constitute a sandwich? Can you use soy as a substitute of bread? Because I'm gonna be real, I really don't know what soy even is like. But, okay. Is licorice a sandwich? Okay. Okay, now we're getting too far. Okay, that's my bad. If there's anything to be taken away from this, which, I doubt, because it's just a pointless video without a punchline or real resolution. It'd have to be that people, much like sandwiches, are often categorized into groups and statics that make us easier to distinguish from other groups. Some of us are, cut diagonally, $5 footlongs or crustless, yet we still are just all called sandwiches in spite of our clear individuality. We spend so much time caring about who is a sandwich and who is a hot dog, and not enough time trying to see the contents of that being. We let these labels define how we treat others, thinking, I can't sympathize with you because you're a fucking hot dog, and hey, you're cereal, you fucking gabagool, that kind of shit. When in reality, we're all really just soups and sandwiches, but, that's just my take at 3 in the fucking morning. I just think that if we were all just a bit more thoughtful towards each other, we could accept that at the end of the day we are just two pieces of meat trying to make it in this crazy, bread obsessed cage we all call the world. And I think that's beautiful in its own little sad way. Or something along those lines. I don't fucking know, dude.